Hello golfers, welcome back or welcome to JD Golf TV, your home for playing better faster. Today's lesson is going to be a real quickie. Why is Scottie Scheffler's footwork actually wonderful? I'm going to get one shot at this and hopefully not kill myself, so let's get after it. So I have turned my swing catalyst pressure plate into an ice skating rink effectively. Taking my shoes off and I'm on the tops of it, and I'm going to tell you right now, I don't recommend that you try this. Please don't. And this may help you learn how to use your shoes against the surface, the ground, to make your swing more effective. Oh baby, there we go. I hit about a yard behind that. So you have a twisting around the plate, and just so you know, that's in this direction. Just so that you know, I have seen that exercise just using the trail foot like that. I have seen that help golfers pick up 8, 9 miles an hour and go from a left path to a right path. How about that? But now the reason why my foot slides so much is because there's no ground friction, or minimal, because I'm standing on a skate. It feels like a skateboard almost. So that's that free moment twist, a twist force. Now you can see that this business happens before I start the downswing, because you can see, look at that. The force, dear golfer, precedes the motion. All right, so that's doing the twist along the ground, twisting out. And actually this foot, you see it in Rory McIlroy, this foot, the lead foot, can also twist clockwise first. Now, right after that, other things are going to happen. But we're going to leave the area of twist for a second and look at a linear shift this way. That's where the push is going to come from. Watch, the right foot is going to move away from the left. Whoa, it's twisting. Wait a second, what's happening here? There's some twist, but there's also some shift. Whoa, again, now here, see that little twist? If there was more friction on that foot, you would have seen that foot try to slide the entire foot away. And you're seeing, wait a minute, you're seeing another horizontal force. Watch this foot from over here. You're seeing the Scottie Scheffler. The right foot's going to pull back behind me. See that? That is actually part one of turning, right? So you have shifting, you have twisting, you have turning. Good God, there's a whole bunch of stuff. But that right foot that Scottie Scheffler does, when it flies backward like this, well, now you know the reason his foot slides right out is because there's no friction. There's no weight on it. His weight is all on his front foot. Okay, and there goes the foot. Now this also makes a really good drill, by the way. In any case, that's okay. You can see there's some shift. You can almost see my left foot step into the golf ball. You can see the pressure's moving, but because my right foot slid and twisted, I didn't get my pressure going to the front foot, but there's not a damn thing I can do about that. I need the ground, folks. You need the ground. Now you're going to notice that there is no turn in this hot body whatsoever. Yes, that is sarcasm for all of you. Why on earth is there no turn? Well, that's because I need the ground. I need this front foot to be pushing that way, while this foot pushes this way. And I need the ground to grab onto, which causes me to rotate, and I can't do it because I have no friction. If I was really fast at rotating, this foot would have slid more toward the target line. Let's see if it did it when I had a little bit of speed. Let's see. I had a little bit of speed, and, oh, don't kill yourself down again. I didn't even get to anywhere near a full backswing. There's the feet twisting. Twisting some more. Now, see that left foot twists out the other way? Well, yeah, it does eventually, but it doesn't start with that. Go there. A lot of right foot slide with more speed. Still didn't get that left foot going toward the target very much. I got a little bit. See that? This left foot, lead foot, is going toward the target line. The right foot is coming away from it. And that is how the golfer turns. But because I have no friction, the foot just slides and I can't turn. You got me? By the way, this is also a really good reason why you should wear shoes. And you should wear shoes that are a little firmer, and you should wear shoes with a decent spike version on it. Okay, so now we have twisting. We have some pushing backward this way of the trail foot. We have some more twisting. We have some pushing back of the trail foot forward of the lead foot. And then, right, look at that guy go. And now I might even have some upward. That's a push down into the ground. And the ground pushes me back up, and that's where we get the jump from. That's that left leg extending. That's it. That's an exhibition of the downward force helping me push up. Okay, that's it. The force is equal and opposite, right? That's why it looks like my feet are going the wrong damn way, because the ground pushes me back the opposite way. All right, so what would you do with this information? Well, okay, if I lack shift, now that is pushing this way on the downswing in the transition. If I lack that, I may bottom out behind the golf ball. Okay? If I lack shift, I may have more of a left path. Because if I get my weight going more forward, okay, my entire body going more forward, it tends to move the path to coming from the inside of the golf ball. If I'm on the back foot, the exact opposite happens. I hope that makes some sense. Now, if you hit the ball solid, but you find that the club face closes a lot, you may not have enough shift. Wow, that's pretty cool. Now, if you are one of those folks who is facing the golf ball like this at impact, well, then you're going to want to use the pull back of the trail foot some and a whole bunch of left foot this way. It's almost double to 3 times as much pushing that way. If you need to turn more, you want to use this. I call that the bull. Okay? See? That's the bull. What's happening is somewhat of, I like to get on this ball, this foot. Make sure you get, in fact, lift your left heel up. I want to go push that way like this, down. Whoa. You can see how quickly, even on this skating rink I have here, I go that way. And that's going to rotate me, even though I can't because I have no friction. If I do the same thing on the carpet and I go that way, you could see just how easily and how quickly I can turn myself. And for me, I think it's a very rotary sport, folks. If I can get myself to rotate better, which clearly I can, because that's something I can feel, which is why I'm so fascinated with the ground reaction forces. I'm going to get up here the whole winter. I'm going to go like this. I get my normal backswing, up on the heel a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. And I'm going to dig in here. I'm going to dig in and push that way. So an exercise would be this. Well, there we go. Good boy. Can you do a little quicker, Dunigan? You're a little slow and old. Come on. There we go. See, I'm pushing this way. Ugh! That's how I get back around. And when you're doing that, don't do it this way. That's cheating, and it's not this. Okay, I've seen some of my students try to do this. That's the exact backward. It doesn't work like that at all. Okay, if I needed to work on my shiftiness, I might go back like this, and I might practice skating. There we go. Oh, I must be getting sweaty. Push that way. I'm back, turn back, push myself. When I get onto here, I turn back, I push myself. Whoa. You see, these ground reaction forces, I know it sounds technical, but do you ever go skating? Did you ever do a jump? You've done it your whole life. Sometimes I'll put people in a chair at work. And I'll have them just push themselves, spin the chair around. All right? You've done stuff like this. You may not have done it with a golf ball in the way and a golf club in your hand, but you've done stuff like this. And I would learn it very slowly and just see if you can get somewhere. Like there's sometimes, let me get a club. All right, here we go. I'm going to just take this down to chip length. Okay, here we go. There we go. And I will cue that way. Now I need to make sure that I don't kill myself. There it is. There's the way you do it. Did you catch that one, folks? That was a goodie. All right, then I get here. Attaboy. And you can see that the first part of it is going the wrong way. Then all of a sudden I turn around. And I'll turn a lot better if I get over here and do the same thing. Now I can really turn. You get that? So this stuff's learnable. I hope this helps you. And I'll tell you right now, the reason I'm so fascinated with the feet and the hands, they are in contact with another surface, the grip of the club and the ground. Therefore, the human can be the most aware of what's going on there. All right, goof around with that. Get after it.